Hello, it's Mr. Bush here with basically how to do today's homework. Y'all should have had basically an assignment that looks like this. And the back side looks basically, looks like this. Alright, so let's go ahead and start on the side that has the boxes. Most of y'all got a lot of this done during class. We'll go ahead and do a couple of them together. Alright, we'll do this one right here in the middle. Alright, so if y'all look here, the first step is to write down the elements. Alright, so if y'all look there, basically wrote down magnesium, nitrogen, and oxygen, because those are the three elements that make up that compound. And once again, that entire thing is going to be one compound. Alright, so if y'all look here, you have a total of three elements. Now we're going to count the number of atoms. Alright, so if you look here, first step is we basically multiply our parentheses across. So we'd multiply our 2, distribute to there, and then multiply our 2 here. So basically 2 times 3 gives you 6 oxygens. 2 times 1, because no number is 1, gives you 2 nitrogens. And then the basically our magnesium right here, that's not going to be affected. Alright, that's not going to be affected by the parentheses because, well, it's not in the parentheses. So you'd only have 3 of those. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on how to do one with a coefficient. So we'll go down here. Alright, so if you look here, this one only has 3 elements. It's going to be hydrogen right here. It's going to be carbon right there. And oxygen right there. Now a lot of you are saying, what about, everyone's saying, what about this extra hydrogen at the end? Well, you're just going to add whatever number that is to the final result. So let's get started. Alright, so if you look here, basically this coefficient means you have 3 of this entire group. So you'd multiply the 3 across to the H here, which would give you 18. And then you multiply the 3 across over here. And no number means 1, so you get 3 times 1 giving you 3. Which basically after you get done multiplying, you would add those two together. And the total would be, you would have 21 atoms of hydrogen. Now, once again, with this particular coefficient right here, you'd multiply this across because you have basically 3 groups of 2, giving you 6 carbons. And then you multiply across for the oxygen, and you'd have 3 oxygens. Alright, then you add all the atoms together. You'd have 6, giving you 30 total atoms. Alright, let's go ahead and flip over to the next side. Alright, these are going to be really easy. First off, just see if it has how many elements it has. As you hear, you have 1, 2, 3 different elements. So you write down 3 different elements. And if there's more than one element there, then it's going to be a compound. So you would just circle it. That's it. All these numbers here, and here, these coefficients and subscripts, they don't matter. All you care about is the number of elements. And if you look there, there's only 3 different elements. Alright, let's go ahead and go down to balancing our equations. Alright, if you look here, this is going to be number 12 on the back. First off, our first step is to identify our reactants, which are going to be in the beginning, and our products at the end. Alright, so after you label reactants and products, our first step is going to be to count the number of atoms. Now if y'all look over here, basically I wrote down the elements for our reactants and our elements for our products. So let's do our reactants first. So if you look up here, you basically have 2 times 3 giving us 6 sodiums. Look here. 2 times 1, because no number is 1, on our phosphorus, will give us 1 phosphorus. Sorry, not 1, 2. There we go. All right, let's go over here. We have a coefficient of 3. You have 3 times 1 giving you 3 calciums. And then you have 3 times 2 giving you 6 phosphorus. All right, so just to recap, you multiply your coefficients by your subscripts to get the number of atoms. So what this is representing is you have this many atoms of each element in your reactants, which, by the way, if you add them together, will help you answer this question right here. So you just simply add 6 plus 2, that's 9 plus 8, giving you 17 total atoms. All right, now let's go ahead and slide over to our products. We have 6 times 1, giving you 6 sodiums. 6 times fluorine, giving you 6 fluorines. Now if you look over here, this subscript with no number means you have 3 calciums. So you put a 3 by our calciums. Let's go over here. And then this subscript here means you have 2 phosphorus. So you go over here. Have 2 phosphorus. Now, to determine if it's balanced or unbalanced, you have to check to make sure you have the same number of atoms on each side. Basically, you do. So that is going to be, the equation is going to be balanced. All right, let's go over here real quick. We can answer a couple of these questions. All right, how many compounds are present? You have 2 elements bonded together there. That's 1 compound. 2 more elements bonded together there. And once again, it's saying the products. The products are the end. So the best answer would be 2 elements. All right. Now, sorry, not elements. 2 compounds. All right, let's look right here. How many different elements are present in the reactants? Well, you can just count. Though that is 1 individual element. That is 1 element. Because you count the capital letters. The lowercase ones are all part of the same element. This here is 1 entire element. And this is 1 element. So you have a total of 4. Alright, sorry about the mistakes, but hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to stay after school to help you. Have a great day.